Yeah, so this is funny. Regarding the Mickey Mouse thing, only the original Mickey Mouse from that original cartoon was made public domain. For those of you that don't know, Disney is extremely litigious with its copyright and has constantly pushed the boundaries of what copyright law protects for decades. However, they just couldn't push the original Mickey Mouse any longer, and it's supposed to expire after, I don't know exactly, it depends on the nation as well, but I think 70 years is the usual duration in most places. The Steamboat Mickey thing was 1928. So as you may notice, that's quite a long way past 70 years that it was just made available today. That was life plus 70. Okay, fair enough. Either way, it was supposed to be released twice before this date, at two other times at least a decade ago. But it was pushed back and now finally couldn't be pushed back any longer, I guess. So the original version is available. However, as this person found, this poster featuring Mickey Mouse by that name is also from 1928. What you may not have noticed so far with this poster, though, is there's a big difference between the Mickey Mouse on this poster and the Mickey Mouse in the cartoon. The Mickey Mouse in the cartoon does not have yellow or any gloves at all. It's also colored, yes. But the lawsuit, I haven't read the lawsuit, but from what I've heard, it covers only the Mickey Mouse from that cartoon. So if you use a Mickey Mouse with gloves, that, which is the modern incarnation, that technically is not covered in public domain. But this is from the same year and had gloves already. So as far as I'm concerned, it hasn't been ruled on, obviously, but as far as I'm concerned, this should be the same deal. Now, obviously, there's a lot more to it than that because, as I said, Disney's very litigious. The year is not the thing that matters the most, I doubt. And the fact that they're still using the symbol should give them some leeway, I think. Maybe it's been a bit too much, though. However, you could, I think, make a pretty convincing argument that this should also be released publicly, just like that was. This is now public domain. Some of the very early days of animation. And there's our boy. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I think this was the first video that was also combined with audio for like public viewing. So there he is with the shorts and the shoes, but no gloves, as you can see. This being released to the public domain is obviously better than it remaining under Disney's control, because even though currently using the the Mickey Mouse character, they have some more claim to it. They're still not above the law, and there's still public domain is for everyone's benefit. But my point is, it doesn't make much difference, I don't think, whether it's in public domain or not. If you had made a meme containing Mickey Mouse, even from Steamboat Willie, last year, do you think you would have got sued? No. If you had uploaded the entire thing to YouTube, probably they wouldn't have copyright struck you. Maybe. I don't know, but then what's the benefit of doing that in the first place? I don't know. Which is sort of the point with all this, is that this changes a lot less than people seem to think it does, and I don't think you're really trolling Disney by posting this. If it's just symbolic, then fair enough. And that's, understandable because they have been massive copyright trolls. But I do think the notion of the creator's lifespan being the measure for something's exclusivity might not be the best way to do it. Disney might have some sort of a claim to still own this stuff because they're still using it every day. It's their main thing. The issues I find with Disney's copyright litigiousness is for stuff like they sued someone for trying to use Winnie the Pooh on a gravestone, which was dirty as fuck, but honestly, still less bad than what Nintendo has done. So yeah, I'm distracted by the cartoon here. Oh yeah, Zen, that's a good point. Mickey on the cartoon, on the intro sequence itself, has has gloves on. So 3 minutes 1. Yeah. And Minnie Mouse is also there. I didn't know that. Yeah, if people are posting Mickey Mouse everywhere as a symbolic thing, as a fuck you Disney, and that's it, then I understand that, that's fine. But if they're posting it as a, yes, now we can put this in our memes. No, you could have done it before. I mean, that's fair use to a large extent anyway, depending on the context. You could argue that's fair use, but even then, they're not going to sue you over a meme. So just bear in mind why you're posting it if you do. It makes sense as a fuck you. It doesn't make sense as a, yes, now we can post this. Maybe YouTube's copyright system would have taken this down on the last day of 2023 and wouldn't have done today. I don't know about that. More about using it for video games and other media, not memes. Yeah, I know. That part is different. Like that, using it in your own products that you sell, that makes sense. I'm talking about smaller instances of its use. Mickey coming to more than Kingdom Hearts. Yes, I expect so. What you might get now is inspired by the public domainifying of Mickey Mouse. You might get a small resurgence of like 1920s cartoon style. Yeah, video game featuring Mickey Mouse, apparently. Steamboat in Smash mods, yeah. Maybe. I think Winnie the Pooh was made, or at least part of it was made public domain a while ago, and there were horror versions of that game that just were called Winnie the Pooh and were sold like that because it's public domain. Cuphead DLC. Yeah, Cuphead's a good example of this kind of art style. Walt Disney would hate what's happened to Disney. Yeah, no doubt. If Walt Disney was around, he probably would support use the aggressive action against Disney. Surely South Park have copied Mickey. And yeah, when South Park has already used Mickey. Yeah, he was in one of the episodes. Not recently either. Again, I think it could easily be argued that that was fair use because he was there to represent Disney specifically. The original Mickey Mouse is now the public domain. And then Daily Roman Updates says he will be on the ADL's hate symbols database by February. That is distinctly possible. And here is a screenshot, which appears to show public domain Mickey Mouse as a hate symbol on the ADL's database. However, as far as I can tell, this is not real. This is something that's often faked with these screenshots. And it's funny, but I don't think it's real yet. However, as Pug says, and as several other people have too, we should make it real. That would be hilarious. Something that is Disney's originally, as Disney now is not worthy of our respect, being in the ADL's hate database. That would be pretty funny. So yes, we should make it real.